We go. Just like to thank those of you who came out today for coming out and taking the time to gain additional knowledge regarding Medicare and Medicaid expansion in South Carolina. I, for one, support Medicare and Medicaid expansion in the state of South Carolina. I think that it will have a very big benefit on the citizens in this state. A lot of the citizens in my district, which is House District 90, that's Bamberg, Barnwell, and Colleton counties. We are particularly rural, and expansion of Medicare and Medicaid will, it'll have a benefit on the lives of the people living here as well as the medical providers in these rural communities. I take the position that if through expanding Medicare and Medicaid we are able to save one life, while some people will look at that one life as one of the over 6 billion others that are on this planet, I take the position that to someone that one life is this planet, and we need to do what we can do to make sure our citizens are able to receive the preventative care that they need. I just want to take a second and tell you all a brief story while I got you here about this hospital that sits behind me. Now it's closed, it's been closed for some time now, but this is an example of injustice that's done in rural South Carolina. This county needs a hospital, this county deserves a hospital, and the people who live here deserve to be able to travel less than 30 to 40 minutes to get to a hospital. I can recall a time when I was in college at USC. Early one morning I got a phone call from my father, who happened to work part-time security here at this hospital when it was open. But he called me and he said, "Son, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, Dad, why are you calling me so early in the morning? I've got to go to work before I go to class." And he said, "Well, son, we had to rush your mother to the emergency room early this morning. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning." I said, "What's wrong with her? Is she okay?" He said, "Well, no, she's fine. She's fine now. They've stabilized her, but she woke up in the middle of the night and she couldn't breathe." And if anybody out here has been short of breath before, it's for one, it's very scary. For two, you don't want to play around when it comes to a person's ability to breathe. Now, it turned out that my mother had been suffering from walking pneumonia, so she was in bad shape. And I think, the entire time I've been campaigning, I have to drive past this hospital that's closed. I think what would have happened to my mother had these doors not been opened at the time that she needed them. And so it's personal for me. It really is, because I could be standing here before you today without my mother. And unfortunately, until this problem is fixed, not only here but in all of rural South Carolina, there are going to be a lot of other people who aren't as fortunate. So I ask that you all come out and support me and support other candidates who take a favorable view on Medicare and Medicaid. It's something that can change lives, and we have a duty, not just me as a candidate, but citizens have a duty to try to do what they can to better the lives of others, and this is something that will do that. To South Carolina Progressive Network, I would like to thank you for what you're doing to spread this word. I know you're doing a tour. I wish you all safe travels, and I wish you all the best of luck riding along these crumbling roads that we have in South Carolina. But that's a story for another day, so thank you all very much.
Thank you.